You know, so I'm gonna have to be kind of coming almost halfway through the creek just to be able to reach, if I can get my camera to cooperate. I need to be able to reach all the way over here to kind of bring some of this rocks and stuff like that down. So I'm basically just clearing out, you know, the whole edge, because if you kind of see down the creek a little bit further. Good morning, welcome back to the journey, folks. So if you're new here, we thank you, we appreciate you. Share us out, help us grow, it's greatly appreciated. So if you didn't catch this last video of building Giggle's new house, then definitely get over there, check that out, it's greatly appreciated. But today I still need to get up to the store to go buy some more materials for this, because we actually have rain coming here very soon. And because of that, I actually need to take a break from this and get over to the creek, because we have an issue that I need to address. Let's go check it out. Okay, so over here at the creek by the bridge, you can see that we actually have some really yucky standing water over here. And this area right here has kind of held water for a while, along with another area all the way over by the concrete culverts that holds water. But then if I kind of come over this way, you'll see the area that I've been driving through with the tractor. Well, this is going to block a lot of water. So what I need to do is come down here with the backhoe and just kind of scrape a lot of this out and just kind of build up a bank over here on this side. That way it'll allow the water to still go where it needs to go, but then it's not coming up here to flood out our animal paddock. That's basically right there. So, all right. Well, let me go get the tractor, Miss Ginger, and then we'll be right back. All right, well, that should pretty much conclude that. Now, obviously, you know, at some point I can bring in other rocks to kind of fill in this area here, just to help support this even more. Obviously, this is going to be a work in progress, and at some point, right, we've even said in the future we're bringing in another bridge. You know, it's going to be a little bit bigger, be able to actually drive vehicles and stuff like that across it. So yeah, I'm not trying to put like a whole bunch of stuff here that I know I'm just gonna have to take out later to be able to put in a concrete stuff, but we'll kind of see how the weather goes. If it starts washing this out a little too bad, then I'll reinforce it. But anyway, let's go ahead and move down yonder ways, and let's go see if I can't clear out some more stuff that's in the creek. Actually, on second thought, I'm gonna go ahead and walk this, because now that I've done this, right, I can't necessarily drive through here, so I'll have to drive all the way around. But before I do that, I did want to kind of look and just make sure that nothing major, you know, is going to be down this way, which is still kind of warm to be walking through all these woods and stuff. And I already know that there's still going to be ticks and chiggers and stuff out and about, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret this later, but I need to get in here and just really get all this cleared out. So, as you can see, right, I have areas like this that are pulled up because of that root from the tree, but then you see I have pools, and then I have areas that it's up and over. So that's one of the things that what I was talking about, you know, next summer, it just kind of coming through some of these like really high areas like this, and just kind of digging that out some to allow the water to go through a little better, right? I even have areas right here. So, you know, just try to clear this out, you know, just a little bit to allow water to run, because right here in this area there's like a really sharp bend, and that's why. And I know, you know, water's going to do what water wants to do, because we have water that comes from this direction too, because I still need to fix a lot of stuff from the water coming down off the ridge, you know. But this is one of the things that, you know, we've talked about on the side channel, the scuttlebutt with IFF. So if you don't know anything about that, definitely follow those links to get over there. We have those links down in the description, and that little icon up at the top at the end of every video. But we've talked about that, where I actually wanted to build like another pond, kind of like an extension to the first pond that we have, to be able to control some of that water over there. But we'll see. So a lot of land. I still got a lot of land to clear, right? But kind of coming over here, I'm not really seeing anything, right? Because this water comes from the culvert up here that we did, and then in here I don't really see anything blocking. You know, obviously we got trees down that I'm gonna have to clear out at some point, but nothing that's really blocking flow of water majorly, right? Then we got like trees like this in the middle. You can already see where it was stopping, right? It picks up some of that debris, and it just traps it, right? And then obviously that causes the water to go higher. But I don't see anything really worth needing to get over here right now, because we're not really in the wet season. We are coming into winter. Obviously we get a little more rain than in the summertime, and then who knows, we might get snow this year. So whether it's going to be a little bit or a lot of it, I don't know. But anyway, let me drive around, and then once we get back over here, I'll bring you right back. Okay, so I made it down this far. So now once you get past the bridge of kind of where we worked, right, some of that is still kind of high. We could probably clean that out a little gooder, right? But kind of like where that tree is right here, we would like to widen this, right? Because obviously that tree would stay, but at least widen this whole thing out, or like some of these real skinny areas, you know, to like almost like this width here of where we're at. But once you start getting over here, you know, it's been eroding out a lot of this over here and such, but that's because you get this. So basically at this point, this is where water just really does not know where it wants to go. So it'll start going that way, it'll start going that way, but for the most part it should be right here. But as you can see, there's just a lot of stuff in here, just a lot of debris, right? Big logs like this that came from probably where we cut it down way over there, right? So just be able to get in here, try to clear stuff out. You can kind of see where water would come up and over and then kind of come back down in here. It washed that out, so now there's like just a little island of stuff. Obviously the big tree right here. So just be able to kind of clear some of this out, kind of fill that back in. I'm probably not going to do that today, but I do want to see, obviously, if I can't come in here to grab this. And then, I don't know. I just want to see, because I can always probably drive in just right here. I mean, there's a little bit of a ledge, but put it in 4-wheel drive, go slow. I mean, it's only maybe a 1 foot drop. Come straight off. Try not to go, you know, at an angle or nothing, but just come straight down. And then let's just see if I can't come through here and try to clear some of this out of the way, because it goes back that direction, right? And it's basically, because it should not go that way, it kind of goes at an angle. So Through our property, it does go, it's west. So that is, I guess it'd be northwest, from northwest to southeast is like the direction that it's going. So, but anyway, let's see if I can't get down in here and make something happen. Well, I think that's about all we're going to be able to do for today. So, yeah, getting low on petrol. I need to go get some diesel from Miss Ginger. But yeah, just coming through here. I mean, obviously, I would need to come in here like with the bucket or whatnot, just clear out stuff, because it looks like a majority of the water does run down this left side, because that's kind of, it's sloped that way. So I would be able to need to grab some of this, put it on that side to get the water to come back over to this side, because it's basically washing out all these trees, right? This one was already down, so I kind of moved it over there out of the way, but then I have to come in because I can already see where water, right? It's going to take the path of least resistance. So that's the low side, and I don't want the low side to be close to our fence, otherwise it's just going to keep pushing that water that way until it can't, right? And then it'll find a different way, a different path. So I'm going to make this water go where I would like it to go, for the most part. So I can already see, right, that as of right now, it does kind of, it has a path that can go that way and a path that goes that way. That's the lower side, so that's the path that most of the water does go. So I'm going to have to get in here with the bucket and just try to move some of this material here to fill this side in, right, to basically force it to go back that way instead of cutting through in there. So because I do have, I mean, it basically cuts right back, but I do know that there's another section over there. We can walk over there and then I have to walk back, I guess. But coming in here, obviously I still need to kind of clear out this area right here by the fence, right? Kind of like I did over there, but I'm gonna have to come around this tree because I'm not cutting that tree down. And that's one of the reasons too, right, that I would like to build that up, so I'm not just like so super close right here to the edge. Try to get that water to go back that direction instead of around here. And then it does kind of go back to the right, and then after it goes to the right, there's a lot of, you know, fallen trees and stuff down in there too. But just get over in here. So after it goes back around that way, then it does kind of snake back here to the left. Got some fallen trees here that I need to take care of, get all this stuff taken out. And I'd really like to get this cleared out, you know, before some big rains come. But then as you come over here, right, this is where you can see where it's really been, you know, taking care of eroding land, because it, like I said, it from here it kind of comes back to the right and then back to the left, which a lot of rivers, creeks and stuff like that, they're going to do those little snake bends, right? And then over here it's really coming down in, right, getting a lot of this. Obviously this tree's holding its ground, right? It's basically what's holding this ground up, so that tree's going to stay. But coming in here, but if you kind of look, right, so it snakes around, comes back around these big trees here, so I'm not really able to cut through there, right? It's going to have to stay here, but it's still just eroding this land a lot. So if I'm able to possibly get water, because I do know that water goes through here, so even if we got to take down these trees, because that cedar can go, I'm not too worried about cedars, but just try to make it, because I can see that water does go through here, right? It goes through there. So get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically all these trees right here, and then kind of cut this in. This stuff that I said that I'm gonna fix next year. So, but I'll get in here the best I can to get this stuff cleared out, you know, for right now. But this is one of the things that I really wanted to correct, you know, to the best of my ability, of it wanting to wash all this away, right? And then kind of coming down in here, then it goes back this way and then cuts a hard left again going that way. But this is right here basically at our property line. Oh, ow, ow, ooh, ooh. Stick to the ear. All right, so this tree has fallen, yeah, onto the fence. And then basically from here, right, nothing I can do about it. So property line here, I can go ahead and get this tree taken out, right? Not too worried about that. But then we're also going to have to try to do some type of fence, because this area up here, we would like to be able to have animals, right? And I actually see my mom's old sign that I was using as a step over by the bridge. Got washed out a while back. Well, it made it that far. So, yeah, but get all these things cleared up. I'm not going to take this tree out. This tree is holding up these banks. That cedar basically is not holding up a bank at all for the most part. But you can kind of, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this comes up and then it goes way down into our yard. And then from there, it kind of goes back up. So even washing this out, right, it would take a very, very long time before it ever got to anything, you know, house or whatever. So not too worried about that, but we'll definitely get in here and just try to get this cleared out to where we can take this loop away and just have the water going more straight there to the best of our ability. So, but that's it. I think this one's going to be long enough. Kind of show you some future plans of what we plan on doing. Just getting out here, taking a break from the other project. Yeah, that's what Gladys always says. I can't just focus on one thing until it's done. No, it's had nothing to do with that. That needed to be done before this next bout of rain came. Most definitely. And then we still have to go and buy the rest of the materials that we need for that. So kind of while she was in there doing domestics and schoolwork, I wanted to come out here and take care of this. And then we're going to go to the store to get the materials. So yeah, kind of kills two birds with one stone type thing. So she's taking care of stuff she needs to take care of. I came out here to do this and just brought you all along with me. So there we go. We're going to get this all cleared out to the best of our ability. But the one thing that I wanted to get done right meow is done. So, all right. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end it here. See if I can step on this without killing myself. All right. Whew. And then we will get over to the store, get the materials we need so we can go finish that project for giggles. All right. Well, if you'd like to stick around a little bit further on this journey we call life, then go ahead and check out this video right here, or the whole year's playlist is over on this side. It does continue to grow as the year progresses. And then the icons up here at the top that I was talking about, go check those out. It's greatly appreciated. It makes it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. And then last but not least, always get out there, thank a veteran every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on the next one. Later, folks.